G'day Bambies, Kaleidow here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are creating another house building video in The Sims 4. So today we are creating a fairy tree house, which I actually used in my 7 Toddler Challenge series. So that was a very fun episode and you guys were really interested in this build, so I definitely wanted to upload this for you all as soon as possible. And yes, it is going to be on the gallery for you guys, so you can find my origin down below in the description. It is just Kaleidow and this build will be uploaded there for you guys. I also want to mention that you will have to click the custom content little ticky-majig if you want to be able to find this, because that's just how the Sims 4 gallery works. It doesn't show custom content on the front page. You have to enable that. But yeah, so this was a fun little idea that I was really inspired to do for our first excursion in the series. I wanted something to do with magic and gardens, and I thought, well, I love tree houses, and when I was a kid, I especially loved tree houses, so why not put magic and tree houses together and make a fairy tree house? So the toddlers had so much fun in this, and because I am making this for my toddler challenge, I do include a whole bunch of aspects that are for toddlers in The Sims. So it could be changed up to suit whatever you guys want it to. Like if you want to have a little fairy wedding in the garden, you could definitely change it up a little bit. Or if you want your fairy sim to live in this house, there are a couple rooms. There is an upstairs too, and I definitely think you could renovate this to have a kitchen. There is actually quite a lot of space. It would make quite a lovely abode to live in, I do think. But this is a community lot. That is what I used it for. I did try to give it the illusion of having 3 sections. So I made this other little area, which is like the green part of it, but really that's connected to the pink. I just wanted it to look very variant, and I think it looks really adorable in the end. So I am using custom content for the windows and the colored walls. I think it's from Noodle CC, or it might be from Pastel Sims on Tumblr. I may be wrong with that, but if I can figure it out, I'll link them down below, because I know a lot of you guys would love to have colorful houses yourselves, so I'll definitely try to figure that out for you guys. Now I'm getting into the gardening part of this build. So I do add some flowers around in the grass, and we have a pond underneath the entire thing. Like, I think that's so cool, and I decorate the pond later on too, and I think it looks really neat at the end of the video anyways. So we have a cute little pathway which goes up to the slightly hidden staircase at the back of the house, and I do like that we have the 2 giant trees, which I actually did size up going through the entire house. So it is usable. The Sims were able to maneuver around the place quite easily, so the trees didn't get in the way at all. So just wanted to mention that too. I do add a lot of plants in this, so I do cut out quite a lot of the gardening side of this build. I just wanted to kind of shrink this video into one little thing for you guys instead, because if I sped it up way too much, it would have been a little bit unwatchable, and I didn't want to split it into 2 videos. So I hope you guys don't mind, but most of the stuff that I cut out was just placing down plants, because I did put a lot down. And if you guys didn't notice, I do have a little waterfall there going into the pond. It's so cute. I love it. And when you press play, it's even better. Oh my gosh. And we have like little frog fountain spouts too. They're really cute. So now we are making a bit of a pavilion. I accidentally called this a pagoda in the episode. While I was editing, I realized and I was like, oh no, why did I call it a pagoda? Like a pagoda and a pavilion are totally different things. So that was my bad, but no one really noticed. So, well, you guys notice now. I really like this cute little take I did on it. I've never actually made one of these successfully in The Sims 4 yet, so I was really happy to make an actual pavilion looking little build on the side, and I think it adds to the garden a lot more. So yeah, we do have a lot of ferns, and I surprisingly didn't use as much of the romantic garden stuff. I could have used a lot more of that pack, but unfortunately I did not. But you know what, I do add in a couple of the bushes and some of the iris flowers a bit later on, and I still think it looks really nice. And it means that if you guys don't have the romantic garden stuff pack, that a lot of the flowers won't disappear, so that's a bonus, I suppose. A lot of it is sort of base game flowers. So here you guys are seeing sort of the end product of the pavilion. I love how I put the little tables in there with the different colored chairs, and we did put some little pot plants there too. So I have all of these cute little flowers, which you guys would have seen in the episode, kind of following along the pathway. I also chuck in some of these pot plants around the place too. So this is something that I've actually picked up from Hatsy. So usually when I do rocks, I will be very, very meticulous about it. I'll make every rock look like an individual and totally different. But that takes so much time and effort, and I realized when watching some of my friends' videos that they kind of just place them down, and when I was playing the actual game, I didn't notice that they were basically all identical. So sometimes, guys, it's okay to have it not totally how you want it in your brain or not totally realistic, because at the end of the day, when you're in game, you're playing the game. You're not noticing all of those tiny little aspects, and that's something that I'm still learning in The Sims 4 when it comes to building. I'm such a perfectionist and I really want everything to be perfect. So sometimes when I'm making these builds, I will spend so much time on the tiniest of details. So that's something I'm working on, and those rocks, just placing them down the same one over and over again, it looks fine. I didn't even notice when I was playing the game, so it's not like it interferes with gameplay at all. Now we are working on the pink room, which is probably my favorite room. It's the more girly room. We do have a boy room, and then we have a little dollhouse area, and upstairs we have a sitting sort of place, and then the bathroom. So this is sort of the main area where the toddlers will be, and then in the blue room we have that table that I showed you guys where the food will be placed. I do like that I put the dollhouse out on this little open veranda. I think it's really quaint. And even though this room is super girly, I feel like it's meant to be a fairy house. So I thought we gotta make it pink and flowery. So that's why I went for that. But I tried to add in different color schemes in the whole place. And of course I had to chuck in the fairy statue that we got in the new Vampires game pack. Oh yeah, I put in 2 of those bad boys or bad girls. They are so cute, and I think they really fit into this build and just make it even more of a fairy tree house. So now I'm just doing some more decorating in this room, adding a lot of flowers, a lot of greenery around, and I also put a lot of childish looking things because it is a build for the toddlers. So I made sure to include a lot of fun stuff for the little critters to play around with, a lot of toys on the ground. There's even the little bookcase there so they can read a book. We can get Wilma to read a book with them if she wants to. Usually I wouldn't put candles around, but I thought, well, why not? I'm just gonna put it around. It'll make it look look more like a fairy treehouse. The realistic side of me is like, do not put candles near toddlers, but I made an exception in this build, and I tried to put in some of the things from Outdoor Retreat with the stump table and some of the lamps, because I just feel like it made it more of a fairy inspired looking home. But yeah, this room is looking very, very cute, and I'm done with the little veranda area. It has like some shelves out there too, and I was going to add even more in here. I think I add some more paintings, or these flower things. They're really cool. They go on the walls, and some more stencils, because I thought I could make it even more toddlery, like childish looking. But here we are in the more boy orientated room. I know you guys don't like it when I make gender related rooms like separated. I don't mean to do that, honestly. I'm more just going for different color schemes. So when I have a pink room, I want to have a blue room too, and I want to have a green room, and etc. But so that wasn't like something I was doing intentionally, but I do really like the soldiers at the door. I think that's so cute. And we have some more toys on the ground here. This room is quite smaller than the pink room because we have the table, we gotta have room for it, and we also have the staircase there, so we definitely need to have room for it. And we just chuck in a lot of stuff in here, honestly. I do have to kind of think about the trees because they are slightly in the way. So later on, I do realize that I placed down a painting through the tree trunks. I had to move that. And I really like these rugs in this room too. And I put a whole bunch of little pot plants in the corner there. I made sure to put a lot of flowers and greenery just to make it feel like a bit more of a slice of nature, because it is built in a tree, so you would think there would be a lot of like indoor plants too. So now we are working on the bathroom, and this is the only bathroom in the whole build, but I think it fits in quite nicely. You could change it up a little bit more. I do in the episode. In the place of the shower and the sink, I think I put a tub there, so you guys can change around that to however you like it, but I did put a bath there because I needed it for the toddlers at the time. But on the version I'll be uploading onto the gallery, you guys will be getting the one with the shower and stuff. So now I'm just kind of throwing around rugs everywhere because I'm crazy and all over the place when I'm decorating. So I kind of go from one room to another room to another room, half finishing each one's. I don't know why I do that. I never like totally finish just one room. I kind of like work on a whole bunch at once. But this little sitting area up here, I didn't even expect that to happen, but I think it's so cute. And I really like that little chair too. I think it came with the kids' room stuff pack. I think so. That's actually quite a good stuff pack if you guys want to have more children-related objects to build and decorate with. So now I'm just chucking around even more plants and things around the place, just doing the final touches and making it a bit more flowery and a bit more fairy-like. I really like that I included a lot of stencils and a lot of children-related things in this build because it's sort of like my dream magical destination that I would have loved to go to as a kid. So when I was younger, when I was in preschool, I absolutely adored fairies. I had so many fairy coloring books. I had, oh my gosh, guys, I had all of these books like stories and things like about how to name fairies and oh my goodness, how to like look after them, how to bring them into your gardens. I was like totally into fairies when I was little. So making this build really had me inspired, and I was really trying to think back of when I was a kid, when I was really young, and what I would have thought a fairy treehouse would have been back then. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments if you were into fairies when you were a child, or if you were still into fairy stuff. Like, I still think fairies are the actual bomb. Like, they are so cool, and I wish I was a fairy. Like, I love the fairy mod in Minecraft, and I can't wait for us to have fairies in The Sims 4. I really hope we get them again because I loved them in The Sims 3. That expansion, Supernatural, was my favorite. We have vampires, so fingers crossed that we get the fairies. Alrighty guys, well that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already to catch more videos like this. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. I love you all to bits, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.